we started getting calls a couple of weeks ago from people saying, "Are you guys involved with this Red Envelope Project?" And I said, "You know, what? What Red Envelope Project are you talking about?" Well, we finally found out who's the culprit behind this. One of the usual suspects, of course. His name is Chris Otto, and he's in Amherst, New Hampshire, and he joins us today. Hello, Chris.
Hi.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty great.
Great. Listen, give us really quick, tell us what this Red Envelope Project is for people out there who haven't heard about it.
Essentially, it's to send a red envelope to the White House that clearly states that that red envelope represents one baby that has died in abortion. And the goal is to send 50 million.
Wow. And I know that you have a website for this, is that right?
Well, actually, there are a number of websites, and we're just in the process of consolidating all of those efforts into one, the RedEnvelopeProject.org.
Okay, great. We'll put that up on the screen. But basically what people do is write a little thing on the back of the envelope saying this envelope is empty to represent a child who was killed through abortion and never got to make a contribution to the country or something like that. I know y'all have the language there.
And have you heard from the president on this yet?
Not yet, but I do know that we're probably close to 250,000 envelopes so far.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
well,
in a month.
Great. Well, you know, it's just another example, kind of like the action cards. I mean, It's the same type thing, that you don't have to go out here and get arrested and beat up by the police, or you don't have to spend $1 million. This is something anybody can do. Now, where do people buy envelopes?
Well, there are a number of places. You can go to a FedEx Kinko store, and they sell packets of red envelopes in packets of 25.
Okay.
You can go to any party supply store, and they will have colored envelopes to sell. You can buy them individually. You can also go to card stores and ask to buy some envelopes from cards that have been discontinued.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
And at the bottom of RedEnvelopeProject.org, there's a link to a number of online red envelope sellers.
Well, one thing I would encourage people on this is not to go buy 100 red envelopes and drop them in the mail. That will diminish the project. They need to come from 100 different people.
Right.
And so
hand addressed.
Yeah. It doesn't need to look like a deal where we went out and bought 20 million red envelopes and then just dropped them in the mail and sent them to Barack Obama.
Exactly. And in fact, a couple of companies have approached me to do that very thing. And in both cases, I've told them no. Because the other aspect of this that's very important to me is that the people who are sending the red envelopes are also praying for those envelopes as they're sent.
Right.
So these are going right to the White House front desk? Is that
Well,
correct?
they're going to the White House address. I don't know where they're actually landing, but I imagine at this point that many envelopes they're going somewhere.
Right, exactly.
Someone will have to receive them and open them and look at them.
Somebody have to look at them.
Exactly.
Well, listen, Chris, we thank you for this, and I think it's going to be a successful project because of the number of people we've had call us and just ask us about it. So you're using your head, and that's what we have to do.
Well, it's an amazing thing.
Yep. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye, sir.
All right.